Now, please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large. Give yourself to fasting. Give yourself to prayer now.
Most of you are seeing from the ground. Most of you are... If the eyes of your understanding are not open, you cannot see the riches of the glory of his inheritance in the saints. They are riches. That's what we call the central bank of grace. You cannot see the resources that God has put in place in order to galvanize you to fulfill his will. So you will create your own resources to achieve that, your own style. Because you cannot see those resources, you will not be able to wait for God's timing. You will have a filthy strategy that Jesus will not accept. And because you have physical success in terms of numerical capacity, financial capacity, you might think you are doing something, but the body you are ministering to is mystical. So all your advantages of smartness, of learning, may actually be disadvantages in that context. Because it is the fact that you are well learned, that you think that you know, and that's why you not approach him as a baby. Are you still with me? So he's going to succeed. He's going with an understanding that I need to show the world that I'm not failing. It's not about the Lord. It means he did not see that mystical body all through the time in Bible school. He left Bible school with a desire of the flesh. It was the desire of the flesh that Peter had, that when he voiced his intentions to Jesus, Jesus rebuked him as if he was rebuking Satan, and rebuked Satan as if he was rebuking Peter. He became one with Satan because he harbored the desire of the flesh. As you go back this night, you will need to ask yourself, what did I hear before I started ministry? The branches that you started. Was it God, or there was a crisis and then you felt you could do the same thing and then you broke out and started doing something? You might even have power in that thing that you are doing, just like Satan has power. Because Jesus acknowledged that Satan has power. Have you not seen the scripture that I've given you power to tread upon serpents and scorpions and over all the power? So when Satan rebelled, God did not even take back the power. He allowed him to go with power. You know what he doesn't have? He doesn't have authority. So the place that man broke out from, they had authority from God. It was God that started that initiative. So he looked in the flesh and said, okay, what is this my God doing that I can't do? He's preaching, I preach better. He's ministering, I minister, I'm more anointed. But you know what? He has authority. The thing he's doing is endorsed from heaven. So this one takes off like a tornado, begins to do something, even with the resources of heaven, power. But he has no authority backing him. It means heaven is not working through him to accomplish that thing that he's doing. That is the synagogue of Satan. I don't know how many pastors in Nigeria and Africa can hear me now. I want to speak to you. Go back home and find out what part of what you are doing came from Jesus. Did you see Jesus? Is this your style, your strategy? Is it from Jesus? Or you went for a workshop, went for a minister's conference, and they made you feel that you were failing. So you came out with a resolve that you will prove to the world that you are the man of God in the city. Cabo Sante. He saw the great and wonderful me. Are you there? I don't want to break your heart. There are 3 things I can show you from those churches that will break your heart. And we are just starting. So we'll break the heart tomorrow, not this night.
Now, please, let me advise you. As a young man, as a young woman, grow large in your spirit. Grow very large. Give yourself to fasting. Give yourself to prayer now.